to or welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Taila. I am a second year Bachelor of Science student studying psychology at the University of Melbourne. In today's video, I wanted to share a few of my productivity tips to help you stop procrastinating and to just be more productive, get your work done. This is mainly for, I guess, uni and studying and even school, but can also be applied anywhere else in your life. But I have 4 tips that I wanted to touch on today, and this is by no means an exhaustive list. This is just a few of the productivity tips that I use. I've also done another video called How to Be Productive, and you can go and check that out too for similar tips to this. But today there are 4 things that I wanted to focus on, and let's get into number 1, which is aligning your actions to your goals. So for me, setting goals just gives me a direction and just a reminder for why I'm doing it. When we're stuck in like the everyday of studying for multiple hours and then doing assessments, it can be easy to lose sight of the end goal. So knowing my long-term goals and having some sort of direction with them provides a little bit of a push for me. So I try to be as clear as possible with my long-term goals, even if that's not where I end up. At least I have some sort of direction with where I'm going. But I also set goals on a much smaller scale. I set yearly goals, semester goals, monthly, weekly, and daily goals. And daily goals for me is simply just my to-do list. I set goals that are quantitative and measurable, and then I set goals that aren't as measurable, such as listen more. And I have a Notion page where all my goals sit in there, and I've made it look really pretty, and I just like referring to that whenever I'm feeling like I'm lacking some motivation, lacking a direction, or like a reason why I should be studying. So I highly recommend making a little mood board or a list or some sort of way that you can put all of your goals into one place and then have something to refer to when you need something to work towards. But the main part of the topic today, which is about being productive, is to align your actions to your goals. And whilst goals are great to have to give you a direction, the real progress is made when you have actions and systems in place that will help you reach those goals. And I have that quote, align your actions to your goals, stuck up on my desk. I also have it on my Notion page. When I'm lacking motivation or I'm procrastinating, I just ask myself, are my actions right now aligning to my goals? If I need a bit of a nudge, I look at what I'm doing, which is probably sitting on my phone, and I'm like, is that action of me procrastinating on social media aligning with my goals, which is to get this mark in this subject? And I just find that that's a good mental reminder to stay on track and to stick at it to reach my goals. But I do want to say, I don't let this quote dictate my life, and I don't let goal setting dictate what I do, because you don't want to become unhealthily obsessed with reaching your goals. I just think that that quote gives me a little nudge when I need it. Number 2 is not relying on motivation, but relying on preparation. And more often than not, I am unmotivated, and I definitely experience more periods of unmotivation than I do motivation. And being motivated requires emotional energy and effort, and you just can't rely on being motivated to get things done. And I think the reason why I can sit down and do work even when I'm not feeling motivated is because I am almost always prepared. I've made it so easy for myself to sit down and just get started on my work that I don't have to go through the whole mental process of mustering up some motivation to get started. Some examples of how this looks for me is as simple as having a list of tasks for the week and then having a clear idea of what I need to do in that day or in that session of study. So this involves my calendar, which I live by. I'm sure you've all seen it before if you've watched my videos. And my calendar just means I am very clear on what I am doing that day. I don't have to make a decision about what I'm doing that day because it's in my calendar. I put it in my calendar a couple of days ago, and so I'm just gonna do it. I also go to bed knowing what I'm doing the next day. This is also just a me thing that I need to know what I'm doing the next day, but I find that it really helps going to bed, having a clear idea of what I'm doing. Is my focus the next day my lectures? Am I gonna go through an assignment? Am I gonna film videos? And then I wake up the next morning and I don't have to decide. There's no room for procrastination through deciding what I want to do today. I know what I want to do and I just get on with it. I always have a clean study space before I sit down and do my work. So ideally I like to have a clean room before I go to sleep, but that's not always the way that it goes. So at least before I actually open my laptop and actually start doing work, I clear my desk, I clear things off my floor. Then I'm just calm, clear, I can't get distracted, I can't procrastinate. My main focus is my laptop or my work that is right in front of me. Another example that I'm sure you've all heard is laying your exercise clothes out the night before doing a workout. I also like to choose my workout before I'm at the workout, so often I try and do it before I go to bed. And both of those things just means that I don't have to work up the motivation to get my clothes out, to choose the workout. I'm already prepared, I've got the decisions out of the way, and then I've just got to do it. It's just all about making things easy, making things accessible, and putting systems in place to make it effortless. My third tip is about peak productive times, and this is something that I've only realized recently, but it's been really helpful for me, is identifying which times of the day I am most productive. And I think we have this idea or expectation that we should always be able to just sit down and just get your work done no matter what time of the day it is. And some people can do that. Some people can work in the mornings, work in the night, work at 2 a.m. But definitely if you spend a bit of time figuring out what times of the day you work the best. So for me, and this has taken me basically all year to figure this out, but I've realized that my mornings are a really good time for me to wake up slowly, have a nice morning and set the tone for the day, and then do my admin tasks, so emails, replying to comments, and just other little tasks that normally take under 15 minutes. And then in the afternoon, I do my heavier tasks, so lectures, assignments, workouts. I'll do my workout in the afternoon because that is when I am the most productive. And at nights, I don't force myself to study. I rarely study at night, only if I have an assessment due the next morning that I haven't finished. But I just know that even if I haven't got the work done that I need to have done that day, doing it at nighttime is just not going to be productive or good for me. So I just leave it, I take the downtime, and then I just get on with it tomorrow. I know that some people work really well in the mornings, and then in the afternoons, that's when their productivity starts to, I guess, decrease. And if that's the case, then waking up early and doing a large chunk of your work in the mornings, and then using the afternoons to go for a walk and have some downtime, and then maybe doing a couple more hours after dinner might work for you. So yeah, have a think about at what points of the day you are most productive, and then try and schedule your day around that and play around with it too. Like I said, it's taken me all year to kind of figure out what works for me. I've done trial and error, I've played around with it a bit, and yeah, that's what's working for me at the moment. And my fourth tip is about rewards, and rewards are just a great way to avoid procrastination and to get things done. This may be as simple as rewarding yourself with a 10-minute break to check your phone, to go for a walk, to go to the bathroom after 30 minutes of study. A lot of people do that anyway with the Pomodoro technique, and if you look at it like it's a reward, then it'll help you get through that study session a bit easier. I wanted to share a new reward system that I have been using lately, and it's one that I got from the book Atomic Habits, and I've been using it for my workouts. And what I do is every time I do a workout, I transfer $5 from my savings into a little folder that I have. I use the bank up, and they have little saving goal folders. Anyway, I'll try and show you, and then hopefully it makes more sense. So every time I do a workout, I transfer $5 from my savings into this little folder called Treat. And then I've chosen something that I've really wanted. So this might be a necklace or a ticket to something. I can only buy that thing with the money that I've saved from my workouts. So not every reward obviously needs to be monetary, and this might not work for you, but I wanted to share it because I kind of look at it now as like I'm paying myself to do my workouts, and this is only a temporary thing. I don't think I will keep going at this forever, obviously, because I don't think it's very sustainable, but to get into the habit. But that's an idea if you think that it'll work for you. And the book Atomic Habits does have some really good tips about rewards in there, so highly recommend that. But that is all for this video. I hope that was helpful and you learned some new tips and tricks to help you be more productive and to avoid procrastination. This lighting is absolutely shocking, so I'm gonna finish the video here. Oh, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.